they've had fantastic seasons the last couple of years. They didn't show it in the bowl game this year against Troy, but that definitely came into effect here. And to, like you said, rebound from losing more. You get Novosad, a couple other flips from Notre Dame. Slam dunk day for the Ducks.
Yeah, to add to that, like Pinnock, you're a Husky fan. Pinnock's relationship with DeBoer, and look how much better he played. Yeah, so if you have a close relationship with someone, they're like they're like your father figure on a daily basis in meetings, and especially at the quarterback position where confidence is everything, and that person really well and trust them. It makes a major difference, and that's the only plausible way that they made that flip. Honestly, when I first came on my radar, because I follow this incessantly, probably too much, I was like, they're not gonna. They how did this? And then I looked into the relationship, and I actually contacted my uncle, and he's like, oh yeah, that kid's right up the street from us. I was like, they're gonna flip this kid. He's gonna all of a sudden flip, and he flipped. So, recruiting's fun, man. It's a journey, and you need to buckle up, because I mean, if you're Notre Dame right now, you're not very happy. If you're USC, man, USC, I just found out they're going to lose Deuce Robinson too. USC had a rough day. Yeah. Actually, do you want to go into that winners and losers from today?
Yeah, the ripple effects that, like you said, a guy is going to get flipped from one program to the next, and another program is going to get burned when that original program has to reach back and convince another player to go there. You brought up my FSU connections as well. They flipped Ohio State quarterback Brock Glenn. Sure enough, Ohio State reaches out to the West Coast and steals Washington's quarterback commit, Lincoln Kleinholtz. So it's like these ripple effects that are going to be felt throughout the National Signing Day, and it's not going to end anytime soon. Alabama goes ahead and steals Iowa's best O-lineman to add to their already number one class. So like you said, it's fun and frustrating. You have to take your fandom out of it sometimes, because at the end of the day, this is a business. And now you're talking about real money with NIL involved.
Yeah. That I did know that Washington lost that kid from Pierre, South Dakota. And he has pretty good upside. That would have been a pretty good pull by you guys. Yeah. So that was a tough one. Caden Proctor from Iowa getting flipped to Alabama. That was tough. Obviously, Notre Dame losing. Both Bowman, Lamar had tough days. Who else had a little bit of a rough day?
I'd say Miami, for as high as their class is ranked, having Cormani McClain not sign his letter of intent this morning.
He might flip to Colorado. And obviously that's a huge loss, because Miami obviously had such a poor year. They need some talent acquisition to turn that thing around. To lose one of the top 10 players in the country would be a really good big kick in the old groin. Yeah. Alabama obviously just had a remarkable day again. 6 5-stars, the consensus #1 class. Georgia, extremely good day. Signed a 5-star edge guy, and that Wilson kid.
Venice, yep.
Like some teams just didn't have a lot of noise, but it worked out because they had a pretty good class in boat. I think of Tennessee. They're going to have a top 10 class. Florida was able, and Penn State were able to level out. I really think USC, you thought they were going to pull Mateo Aguilera. You thought they're going to pull Deuce Robinson. You thought they might even flip a couple other guys, and for them to not land any of them, and they're going to have to lean on the portal again because they kind of undersigned. I think that's kind of a failure for Lincoln, if you want my opinion, because he obviously signed a great portal class last year, but a lot of those guys are gone. Travis Dye's gone. Jordan Addison's gone. The kid from that kid guy went to UCLA, wrong team. But he also, there's also a couple other guys that he signed in the portal that are going to be going straight to the pros. And he needed to land some more prep guys, just more numbers. And for him to miss on some of the higher targets and to not like have any backup plans, now he might do better in the second signing period. I would actually say USC was a loser today.